Zap 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 Lightning. Zap Zap Lightning. Lightning.
Hello everybody, it's me, the Lego Dude, and in today's video I'll be talking about the Ucs Jabba'S Sailbarge, which has had full pictures leaked. I'll also be doing a quick rundown of everything that we already knew about it. Kicking things off, it'll cost $500, have 3,942 pieces, and release on October 3rd, 2024. The piece count and the size and preliminary confidential images always made it seem like it would be too small for its price, but we now have the information that it'll be 77 centimeters or about 30 inches long and have a base larger than 16 studs, which doesn't sound too bad. With the actual pictures we have here as well, it still does seem kind of small, especially taking a $500 price tag into account, but it's not anywhere near as bad as it could have been. Moving on to the design of the sailbarge, it looks absolutely phenomenal. The exterior is designed with amazing precision and is the normal brownish color as usual. The front section in particular was built extremely well to cover on the front at an angle. The two orange sails on top look great and will be made of a plastic material which we haven't seen since the last sailbarge over a decade ago. The deck which the sails are attached to has a couple of turrets on it and is also completely removable, allowing for a great deal of interior access. The sides can also be removed or opened for even more access to the interior. Moving on to the interior now, this set will have 5 rooms. UCS sets usually don't have interiors, but the Jabba'S Sailbarge, just based off the nature of its design and what it's iconic for, definitely deserved one, so I'm happy to see an interior included. The rooms included are a small band room located at the stern, which will contain Max Rebo and likely his equipment as well. Jabba's throne room, which will be right next to it and likely be the biggest as well. A kitchen with many included foodstuffs and utensils such as fish, meat, plates, and beverages. A guard room which will have a ton of clips for weapon storage and a jail cell. And a small room in the bow of the ship where Kathaba can be seen in the box art for the Jabba'S Sailbarge, which we don't have full access to yet. Overall, the interior space seems to be decently sized, and along with the top deck, which will have a decent amount of space, it seems like there's going to be a good amount of space to place minifigures in on the sailbarge, which is great to see when we usually don't get that. Speaking of minifigures, this set will have 11 minifigures, of which we've had pictures for about 3/4 of them. We're going to have reused versions of C-3PO and R2-D2 as expected, so we already have pictures of them. There will also be a new Hutt Slayer Leia minifigure, which we've already had pictures of. It's mostly the same as the old version with updated prints. Next up is a new Jabba the Hutt character with new prints who we haven't had pictures of yet. We may have caught a look at how he might look like in the new LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy TV show review, hopefully out in a few days, however there's no guarantee that that's him. It's now 100% confirmed though that he'll be a molded character, which is great to see since the molded characters are usually always better than the buildable characters. Next up we have Salacious B. Crumb, whose minifigure mold is certifiably amazingly creepy, especially with the eyes. Usually minifigures like this aren't that good, but with Salacious B. Crumb portrayed specifically to be creepy, it was likely intentional and fits his character. Next up we have Bib Fortuna, who we have partial images of. This minifigure looks very good with excellent face, torso, and leg prints and an awesome head mold. The pupilless design of this minifigure's eyes work as well because Bib Fortuna is supposed to be creepy. Next up are reused versions of Max Rebo and a Gamorrean guard, which I think is fine since both characters already have phenomenally designed minifigures who need no changes at all. Our final 3 minifigures are all brand new, with the Klatooinian Desert Skiff Card Kathiba, who I mentioned a bit earlier, and the Nikto's Wolf, who was a smuggler that worked for Jabba, and Vizam, who was Jabba's weapons master. Overall, the minifigure selection seems kind of thin, but we're getting 11 great minifigures, of which several are new, so I'd say it's for the most part a decent lineup. The actual box itself consists of the usual UCS box design, with the exception of add-ons added in for the 25th anniversary of LEGO Star Wars, those being a shiny blue greebling outline around the bottom and a 25th anniversary logo in the top right corner. Otherwise, it's a standard box with the black box art, the sailbarge centered on the front, and a sand-colored hue radiating from behind it. There's also some nice included additional information blurbs on the other sides of the box, which is cool to see. Overall, the UCS Jabba'S Sailbarge looks absolutely phenomenal, and although it may be overpriced, I'm excited to see how it turns out in the end and for when it releases. Alright everyone, that is everything for today's video. Tell me your thoughts on the UCS Jabba'S Sailbarge leaks in the comment section down below. Which minifigure is your favorite? Does it sound overpriced? Are you excited for it or not? And one last thing before you leave, please remember to hit the subscribe button, ring the notifications bell, and leave a like on the video. Bye!